Hello, and welcome to the Urban League's virtual gala. I'm Erin Wilcox with Cox Communications and chair of the Urban League Board of Directors. Today, the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City celebrates its 73rd annual membership and awards gala with the theme from the legendary Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, "Wake up, everybody." We know this year is a bit different, but we gather still to honor remarkable individuals and organizations who exemplify the mission and the goals of the Urban League. We know this year is a bit different, but we gather still to honor remarkable individuals and organizations who exemplify the mission and the goals of the Urban League. Together, we celebrate outstanding work and contributions in Oklahoma City. We are also celebrating 73 years of Urban League service to the Oklahoma City community. Founded in 1946, the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City is one of 80 affiliates of the National Urban League. On a national scale, the affiliate network unites more than 2 million people each year to excel through research, advocacy, and action. Closer to home, the Urban League operates in the most impoverished areas of Oklahoma City. They focus on serving 8,500 people who live in the most challenging neighborhoods in Oklahoma City. Almost 1/3 of the residents the Urban League serves, they experience considerable poverty. The remaining majority of those we serve are low income and very near poverty. To respond to those challenges and to break the cycle of poverty, the Urban League provides services through core programs: housing, urban health, financial literacy, employment, and education. It is an honor to serve alongside you and the exceptional staff, partners, supporters, and members, and volunteers of the Urban League. Now let's wake up and welcome our host, Jason Hackett.
Good afternoon, everyone. Great to be here. I'm Jason Hackett, as she said, and I'm happy to host this year's gala. Hopefully you're wearing something a little bit more comfortable than a tuxedo or an evening gown. I, for one, I'm wearing a bow tie, but wearing my Spider-Man pajama pants. Now, as you know, the Urban League does great work here in the Oklahoma City community. Make sure you review the annual program book on the Urban League website at urbanleagueok.org to see all the positive impact the Urban League has on individuals, children, and families right here in our community, right here in central Oklahoma. So as we're getting started here, feel free to share this live event on social media with the link urbanleagueok.org/live. You can also keep up with the Urban League on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. That's at Urban League OK. Now today we have a special opportunity to help the Urban League. Make sure you go to kendrascott.com and enter code GIVEBACK8735 in your cart or at checkout, and Kendra Scott will donate 20% to the Urban League. Can't beat that deal. Also, for today's event only, you can purchase a piece of signature Urban League jewelry designed by Kendra Scott. So today's celebration would not be possible without the support of our many friends and partners here. We want to extend a heartfelt thank you for today's event. Thank you to our friends of the League. First, we want to thank Fidelity Bank, Metro Technology Centers, Rose State College, and Valiance Bank. Thank you also to our bronze sponsor, Schwab Meat Company. And we have several silver sponsors to thank today as well. They are Arvis Bank, AT&T, Bank of America, Bank of Oklahoma, Boeing, CMR, Cox Communications, Devon Energy, Oklahoma Housing Finance Agency, Oklahoma City Community College, and Stride Bank. Also, thank you to our gold sponsors, Dobson Technologies, Elk Valley Brewing, the OKC Thunder, and the University of Central Oklahoma. We also applaud our diversity sponsors as well, the Arnold Family Foundation, Arvis Bank, Bank of America, Dell Technologies, the Inasmuch Foundation, and the Kirkpatrick Foundation as well. Also, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, OG&E, and Sonic America's Drive-In. Thank you again to all of the sponsors for supporting the Urban League. So let's get started here. Lift Every Voice and Sing is often referred to as the Black National Anthem here in the United States. It is a song written as a poem by James Weldon Johnson in 1900 and set to music by his brother, J. Rosamond Johnson, in 1905. Today's performance is sung by Narissa Berry.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. God of our wearies, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy mind led us into the light. Keep us forever in your path, we pray, lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land.
Yeah, Narissa, that song always gives me chills. Thank you so much for that beautiful rendition. So when a person decides to be identified with an organization for life, it is a monumental commitment. When that commitment is given to the Urban League, it means that the person wants to be involved with the mission, policies, and work of the League for their entire sojourn on this earth. They're letting the world know that they are dedicated to the vision and work of the Urban League movement, and that they are willing to spend a lifetime to help the League live up to its mission. This year, we are proud to welcome 14 extraordinary individuals into the ranks of Life membership. We'll learn more about each member throughout our event here, but let's meet a few now.
Jason Bannister was born in Omaha, Nebraska, but raised in Dale City, Oklahoma. He graduated from Dale City High School and attended Rose State College. Seeking a higher calling, he joined the Army and graduated from AMED. Continuing to build on his foundation as an officer, Mr. Bannister began a career with Enterprise. Following a promotion and relocation, Jason earned the position Group Manager, Southwest Operations. He retired in 2020 after 20 years of dedicated service to Enterprise and the community. Mr. Bannister is a successful entrepreneur with over 20 years of experience in executive leadership, philanthropy, business, and sales management. A God-fearing man, Mr. Bannister remains energized by the young minds he mentored on his speaking engagements and spiritually filled by his fellowship at 5th Street Baptist Church in Freemasonry. A man of many talents, Mr. Bannister is a Christian, father, and veteran, and now spends most of his time at his dealership, 6th Avenue Honda in Stillwater, Oklahoma. T. Brown is a woman of God who loves the Lord. She also loves to teach, preach, and help spread the gospel of Christ with anyone she meets. Miss Brown was ordained as an evangelist in October of 2002 by Bishop Banner of the Christian Fellowship Assembly. In 2004, Miss Brown began serving with the Church of the Living God. She currently serves as an associate minister alongside Pastor Alonzo Ponder at Church of the Living God, Temple 290. 17 years ago, Evangelist T founded her ministry, Women Working for Jesus, now known as Warriors Working for Jesus. This ministry serves the community by sponsoring power-packed conferences, feeding and ministering to the homeless, volunteering with organizations throughout the community, and more. Miss Brown loves to walk for causes dear to her heart, such as the Walk for Lupus and the Arthritis Walk. Evangelist Tawana Brown's favorite scripture is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. She wishes to be known as a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. Dino has over 38 years of experience and dedication with AT&T, from external affairs to engineering to sales and operations. Dino's primary responsibilities include, but certainly aren't limited to, managing AT&T Oklahoma's day-to-day activities related to legislative, municipal, community, and external affairs while working closely with legislators, business and consumer leaders, chambers, civic organizations, and community leaders. Dino is a board member of the Urban League and Junior Achievement of Oklahoma City. Mr. Cox is a lifelong Oklahoma City resident, and he loves his 2 daughters and grandson who live nearby in Edmond. To get away and relax, Dino enjoys spending time at his lake house and playing golf. Shanice L. Huff has been a community contributor for almost 20 years, from hosting free work readiness training and employment leagues to assisting with tutoring and mentoring to anyone that asks for help. She is also a certified life coach. Shanice has more than 10 years of nonprofit experience and is the founder of Rearview Resource Services, Inc., an agency she created to inspire formerly incarcerated individuals to focus on the successful path in front instead of the journey they are leaving behind. This agency assists with employment, life skills, coping skills, and overall life preparedness. In 2002, Shanice helped to conceptualize and revamp the Urban League's annual Back to School Bash. Shanice is a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and an active member at True Vine Ministries. She is a Spencer, Oklahoma native and loves to support her hometown. Shanice has 2 wonderful children, Derwin and Dalen, and gives unselfishly in all she does.
The Urban League celebrates the outstanding work of an Urban League employee each year. This award is named the Janice Scott Lee Employee of the Year Award, which is given to an outstanding employee of the Urban League. And working for the Urban League is more than a job, it's a mission. And that statement is the embodiment of Mrs. Janice Scott Lee's 25 years of dedicated and loyal employment with the League. During her employment, she served in several capacities, including vice president and interim president and CEO. She also chronicled the Urban League's history and was always a vivacious part of the Urban League movement. The recipient of the Janice Scott Lee Employee of the Year Award is Miss Amber Williams.
I'm making it easier for everybody else to do what they need to do so our community can get the help that they need. To me, it's an honor to be able to join the ranks of all of the other past Employees of the Year and even the future ones. It's a great group to be a part of.
LAKESHA Denton grew up in Oklahoma City and studied in business and accounting, trying to figure out her life's road. In her childhood, she received the help of charitable organizations. As an adult, she grew a love for helping nonprofit agencies. She was ready to return the favor and blessing to other families here in the community. After working and helping with so many charities and seeing the smiles on many faces and being able to make a difference, it brings her joy and it pushes her to continue to help out. LAKESHA began volunteering with the Urban League 4 years ago through her job as a volunteer at the annual Back to School Bash. Her volunteerism has opened up so many opportunities to continuously help with the many programs the Urban League puts on here. LAKESHA and 4 other key Back to School Bash volunteers quickly bonded and labeled themselves the Dream Team. They have a camaraderie and look forward to working together each year. LAKESHA is married with 3 sons.
It's been an honor to volunteer at the Urban League, helping the families, just being in the environment that we're improving and just out there helping.
COLETTA Webster is a resident of Oklahoma City. She started volunteering with AmeriCorps while attending Russ College in Holly Springs. She received a bachelor's in mass communication, radio, and television. She moved to Oklahoma from Memphis, Tennessee in 2011, shortly after graduating college. COLETTA also started volunteering with different events such as the Susan G. Komen Walk and the Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon. She is an active member of Make-A-Wish Oklahoma and volunteers with the Urban League's annual Back to School Bash. She quickly formed a bond and camaraderie with the other key volunteers and became a member of that Back to School Bash's Dream Team. volunteers there. And she's been dependable and trustworthy and feels proud to be able to give back to the community through volunteer service.
I volunteer because it makes me happy. It truly gives me peace. It brings me this warm feeling to give back to the community. And it just brings me a level of excitement to see the kids happy, to see parents happy, and to just make a change.
Wake up all the teachers. Time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say. 'Cause they're the ones who's coming up, and the world is in their hands. When you teach the children, teach them the very best you can.
The Urban League's Education and Family Development Program specializes in supporting minority children. The program ensures improvement in school through academic achievement in subjects of science, literary technology, and math. The program also promotes social and personal skills development and parents and caregivers by providing them tools to create environments and experiences that support their child's academic success.
You can look around and there's pockets of poverty all over Oklahoma City where African Americans are struggling in our community. In order to change what we're seeing in poverty, it starts with education. We don't realize that there are people that don't have the means to give their kids quality education. And so what the Urban League does is provide a safe place for kids to come to get homework assistance.
Many of our students come to the Urban League from low-income families or from low-performing schools. We tutor them with any subject that they need. But at the same time, there's a place where they get love and they get caring and they get a hot meal. When a student comes into our building, a fifth grader, reading at third grade level, and we teach them to love to read. A student feeling like they can't do it, and we show them that they can. They come in with a science project. They don't have the supplies at home, and here we make sure that we have the supplies available so they can create whatever they want to create. So those are all positive things that happen here in our building.
My husband and I both work for Oklahoma City Public Schools, and so it's important for us to provide the educational structure and discipline for our son, James. When James first started coming here to the Urban League in just their after-school program, which was STEM-based, he would not want me to pick him up in the evening. And that's really when I knew he was at home here at the Urban League.
Let me show you how coronavirus can impact our mental health.
In a normal environment, we would have been doing after-school tutoring Monday through Friday in summer camps and fall camps. But now we're doing virtual education for children in Oklahoma City ages K through 8th grade. It's become a safe place for those parents to bring their kids, especially essential workers, during the day.
Families typically depend on schools for education, a safe place, and then meals. They have no place to go. The schools are closed, the remote learning, a lot of the homes aren't equipped with Wi-Fi.
A lot of children in this community would not be able to attend a place with state-of-the-art equipment, COVID protection. They wouldn't have all of that.
Our students come to the Urban League for a safe place. They use the Wi-Fi. We partner with the regional food bank, so we make sure that the students that walk into the door receive 3 meals a day when they're here for an 8-hour day. Those are all things that we see when they come into our building.
Here he's getting an outstanding education, he gets help, he gets access to activities, so he's not just sitting at a desk and staring at a computer all day. He gets to do things that are really, really interesting to him and really valuable. With the tension that's being caused over COVID, I worry about my students all the time. I worry about my fellow teachers and educators, but I don't have to worry about him thanks to the Urban League. I really and truly thank God for the Urban League.
The Urban League affiliates across the nation have auxiliaries designed to help support local affiliates. The Guild plays an instrumental role in connecting the Urban League to its communities by raising funds that allow the League to deliver programs. The other volunteer auxiliary targets young professionals ages 21 to 40 to empower their communities and change lives through volunteerism, philanthropy, and membership development. To tell you more about their auxiliaries are Ms. Kulonda Ogles, OKC Urban League Guild President, and Mr. Jarrell Muir, OKC Urban League Young Professional President.
Greetings. I am Kulonda Ogles, President of the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City Guild. I tell you, I am excited about galvanizing with individuals 40 years old and above that have a passion for serving our community. We are fortunate to partner with our affiliate, the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City, and Dr. Valerie Thompson in service to our community. We look forward to serving with you and thank you for joining us for this wonderful occasion.
Good afternoon. My name is Jarrell Muir, and I'm president of the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City Young Professionals. We are an auxiliary of the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City, and we fully support its mission of achieving economic and social equality for African Americans, other minorities, and the poor. As the Urban League celebrates its 73rd anniversary here in Oklahoma City, let's all please acknowledge the importance of an organization like this having such a sustained presence in the community. The year 2020 provides a perfect example. With all the progress that's been made in this country, we still face so many challenges. These challenges have sparked movements all across the nation. And we are proud to say that this organization continues to be one of the movement leaders here in Oklahoma City. The Young Professionals encourage everyone aged 21 to 40 to come and be a part of the change that you want to see. Do not sit back at a time like this without volunteering your vital efforts and your special skills. The engagement of the younger generation is how we ensure the Urban League continues to impact this community for another 73 years and counting. Thank you.
Now it is time to introduce a few more of this year's Life members. Denise Izama Cameron, a member of the Society of Human Resources Management, is a results-driven human resources professional. She specializes in affirmative action, compliance, equal employment opportunity, employee relations, diversity and inclusion, and talent acquisition. Ms. Izama Cameron's strengths include leadership, coaching, conflict resolution, training, governmental compliance, and much more. Denise's extensive board experience includes Zion Hill Baptist Church, the Metro Atlanta Industry Liaison Group, the Georgia Business Leadership Network, the Direct Employers Recruitment Regulatory Compliance Committee and Strategic Partnership Alliance Committee, as well as the Southeast and National Industry Liaison Group conferences. Ms. Izama Cameron holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Broadcast Journalism from Texas Woman's University. Aaron Ketter holds the position of Vice President of the Mid-Continent, South Texas, and Rockies Business Unit for Devon Energy. His multidisciplinary teams are responsible for creating and executing the corporate strategy encompassing financial performance, capital program, and business development opportunities. Prior to his current position, Aaron held various planning and engineering roles at Devon, including strategic planning, midstream and marketing, acquisition and divestitures, deep water exploration, and multiple onshore engineering assignments. Aaron earned a Master of Business Administration from the University of Chicago Booth School of Business and a Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Engineering from the University of Oklahoma. He currently serves on the Board of Trustees for the Oklahoma City Museum of Art. Aaron grew up in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and currently resides there with his wife, Jennifer, and 2 sons. Ken McDonald retired from the Air Force in 1981 after 20 years of service. The highlight of his career was teaching at the United States Air Force Academy, where he specialized in the issue of war and morality. Ken was awarded the Outstanding Military Educator in Philosophy and Fine Arts for the academic years of 1978 to 1979. After returning to civilian life, Ken worked primarily in real estate sales and community development until retiring once more in 2008, though remains active in retirement. Ken's passion lies with the University of Oklahoma chapter of the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, a program of seminars for people over 50. In honor and memory of his beloved wife, Erna, Ken created the Erna Jonah McDonald Scholarship Fund, a needs-based scholarship for potential OLLI students. Ken is a generous supporter of the Anti-Defamation League, the McCown Homeless Village, and the Norman Battered Women's Shelter. He has 2 grown children, Niall and Colleen, who live in Texas. Ken's constant companion is his orange and white cat, Dudley. He holds a bachelor's degree from Auburn University and a master's degree from the University of Notre Dame. Chelsea McKnight is a senior account executive at Candor. As an experienced advertising and marketing professional with years of management experience, Chelsea is skilled at leading teams to successfully implement new and existing brand initiatives for clients. Some of her specialties include strategy, website development, email marketing, paid media, and implementing loyalty programs. In 2019, Chelsea was named the Young Advertising Professional of the Year by OKC Ad Club. Chelsea currently serves on the Urban League Board of Directors, and she is also actively involved in the United Way of Central Oklahoma. Chelsea received her Bachelor of Business Administration with an emphasis in marketing from Oklahoma State University, as well as a Master's in Strategic Communication with emphasis in advertising and public relations from the University of Oklahoma. Wake up all the builders. Time to build a new land. I know we can do it if we all lend a hand. The only thing we have to do is put it in our mind. Surely things will work out. They do it every time.
The Workforce and Career Development Program helps strengthen the economic well-being of Oklahoma County's African-American families and other families living in poverty by increasing sustainable employment and self-sufficiency. The Urban League provides industry-recognized certification, job training, and face-to-face connection with employers and access to jobs in high-demand occupations. The Urban League's workforce program has a well-established record of providing technology, tools, and resources to help individuals connect with employers that recognize the value of an inclusive and diverse work environment. The Housing and Financial Literacy Program provides clients with a foundation to learn financial skills, things like budgeting, credit counseling, and debt management. To improve financial and housing stability, the Urban League provides access to affordable housing through their rental properties and supportive services such as homebuyer education, employment assistance, and youth development to those residents by providing wraparound services.
I was just kind of in and out of jobs, really didn't have one that stuck. I was at a low spot. I didn't really have life skills for a job that I feel like you would need, and it always didn't end right.
When you do the math on the unemployment for African Americans and other minorities, it's higher than the average rate for non-African Americans. And it's just because of the disparity. It's the lack of opportunity. You almost have to know somebody to get a job in today's climate. And so what we try to do is connect with employers to reach out to our clients.
We know that there are great candidates that participate in the Urban League programs, and we know that they could come and work with us and have a great career with us for not only themselves, but for their families.
I got with the Urban League and they helped me find OnCue. They just walked me through how to have a proper interview, the way I talked or the way I dressed. They helped me out a lot. Usually I like to be on the line, making sure everything is running smooth, making sure all the employees are doing what they need to do. I'm basically just managing. I've been here for almost a year. I now have a car, working on an apartment, and everything's slowly building back up to where I feel like it needs to be.
Our workforce department really seeks to help those that are hardest to employ, but people that are struggling to find affordable places to live have to spend 60 to 80% of their income on housing. With our housing program, we have several different options for safe and affordable housing.
I've never had a house. I applied for this house and I qualified by myself, so I felt like I was on top of the world. It's definitely a burden gone, not having to worry about where I'm gonna go at night.
The families don't have income, they can't own houses, so To me, the job is the first place to start. The more people work, the better the economy is, and the more people work, the better the families are. The better the families are, the better the communities are, and it just goes on and on. It's just a domino effect.
Major shout out to the donors for helping everybody in the community. We really do need it. It helps out a lot, and I guess I'm proof. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
All right, everyone, our next award here goes to the Urban League Board Member of the Year. The Board of Directors established this award in 1989 to honor one of its members who has given excellent service as a board member. Today's Urban League Board Member of the Year goes to Mr. Andre Caldwell. Mr. Caldwell serves as the Urban League's Board Development Chair and serves on a variety of committees and task forces. At Ogletree Deacons, Mr. Caldwell has a national litigation practice where he defends employers of all sizes in state and federal trial courts.
And it's one of those things that never feels like work if you really enjoy it. And so I am just honored to have been thought of by my fellow board members as someone deserving of this award, and I really appreciate it. That passion is just to help out under-resourced communities, to help out minority communities, to enhance education, to help, early childhood development, financial literacy, just to benefit our community as a whole.
The 2020 J. Galt Corporate Partner Award is presented to Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. This award was established in 2005 to honor one of the Urban League's most dedicated board members, Mr. J. Galt. This award is presented to a corporation or an organization in central Oklahoma for outstanding commitment to equality and service through leadership, civic engagement, and philanthropy, as well as community development. For over 20 years, the Love's family and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores have been supporters and friends of the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City. Love's actively works to establish an environment that is inclusive and embraces the power of differences, ideas, and backgrounds in team members and customers as well. Accepting the award on behalf of Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores is Miss Jenny Love Meyer.
Urban League's an awesome organization that we've worked with for over 20 years now. Time flies, and Dr. Valerie Thompson does an exceptional job with the mission that they have to help and make better the lives of folks in the northeast part of Oklahoma City. To be one of the supporters in helping them achieve their mission is really more important now in 2020 than it really ever has been.
All right, the next award here is the Marion Beard Daubertine Award. The award honors the memory of Marion Beard Daubertine, who believed in equal opportunity and demonstrated it in all of her endeavors. Established in 1986, the Marion Beard Daubertine Volunteer Service Award is presented to an individual within the local Urban League family who has given of their time and their talent and their finances to promote the services and programs of the Urban League. Jim and Kathy Blevins have provided countless volunteer hours and significant resources to the Urban League. Their gifts are thoughtful and seek to further the mission of the Urban League. The Blevins' latest gift to the League will install 10 new Urban League life members to the League. Congratulations to Jim and Kathy Blevins, the 2020 recipients of the Marion Beard Daubertine Volunteer Service Award.
I'm really honored to be recognized. I mean, I serve because it's my passion. It's something that I enjoy doing, and I'm really fortunate to do it and have support of my family. I have support of the company that I work for.
I've been impressed with everything that the Urban League does. And generally speaking, if Kathy's interested in it, I'm going to get interested in it at some point.
And then to be recognized for it is it's just quite an honor.
It is time again to welcome a few more of our 2020 Life members. Shawnee Neely is the Senior Vice President of Administration at the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City. Shawnee began her career at the Urban League in 1996 as an unpaid intern. Over her 24 years of service, she has been responsible for the human resources, special events planning, compliance with the National Urban League, small business development, and providing support to the president. Shawnee holds a master's degree of human relations and a Bachelor of Business Administration from the University of Oklahoma. having owned several businesses throughout the years. Shani is an entrepreneur by nature. She is also a licensed marriage and family therapist working in private practice and counseling agencies to help her clients. With a deep love for animals, Shani uses counseling to show others how pets can assist in their therapy and aid in the healing process. Shani is a native of Spencer, Oklahoma. She is affectionately called Olivia Pope by her family. She is married to Marcus Neely with 4 children, Marcus, Amani, Samaria, and Nyana, and 1 loving, loyal dog, Prince. Derek Roan Dunn is a 2019 member and volunteer with the Urban League Guild and a 1998 Urban League and Greater Oklahoma City awardee of the Outstanding Young Professional Award. He holds a master's in public administration with emphasis in budgeting from the University of Oklahoma. Derek graduated in the top 15% of his 1991 undergraduate class from Langston University with concentration in accounting and a minor in finance. He is a life member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, a life member of Langston University alumni, and a new Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City life member. Derek works for the Department of Transportation, Federal Aviation Administration, Air Traffic Organization, Mission Support Services, Aeronautical Information Services, Organizational Guidance and Planning Group in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Derek is a subject matter expert in the setup and execution of over 260 external and internal federal agreements, providing an additional $40 million in organizational spending, budget planning, and execution for a $120 million budget and developing contract negotiation position papers for the government. When Derek is not attending one of his 3 sons' sporting events, he has been better known to volunteer with the FAA, the Oklahoma City Arts Council, Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity, Compere, a mental health organization, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, or serve as a staff reporter and business manager for what was formerly known as the Ebony Tribune newspaper. Derek currently serves as the treasurer of the Oklahoma City Golf Association 501c3, providing transportation services for underserved Oklahoma City youth to attend the First Tee Golf program. Lasting words to leave with you. Work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express, not to impress. Don't strive to make your presence noticed, just make your absence felt. Lawnetta Smith is the Vice President of the Education and Family Development and Workforce and Career Development Programs at the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City, where she has served for more than 20 years. She received a Master of Business Administration's degree from the University of Phoenix, Oklahoma City campus, and a Bachelor of Business Administration from the University of Central Oklahoma. Ms. Smith is an accredited behavioral health case manager through the Oklahoma State Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services. She also maintains a professional achievement through the Center for Early Childhood Professional Development, Oklahoma Professional Development Registry. Lawnetta, the oldest of 6 siblings, grew up in Spencer, Oklahoma. She has been married to her best friend, Stanley Smith, for more than 23 years. Stanley is a United States Army veteran and a nurse at the Oklahoma City VA Hospital. Lawnetta and Stanley have 4 exceptional young adult children, Courtney and her husband Thomas, Casey, Avani, and Omari. She is also blessed to have 2 beautiful grandchildren, Ari and Najee. When she is not working, Lawnetta enjoys cooking, traveling, and spending time with her family. Lawnetta has been an active church member since she was a child and strives to keep God first in her life. Lawnetta's motto is, "We must become the change we wish to see in the world." Mahatma Gandhi. Nothing changes by just hoping it to happen. Change happens through action.
All right, everyone, now it is my honor and my pleasure to welcome the president and the CEO of the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City, Dr. Valerie Thompson. So since 1999, Dr. Thompson is only the second female president and CEO of the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City in the affiliate's 73-year history. As a recipient of numerous accolades and serving on local and national boards, Dr. Thompson is a passionate advocate for issues that affect African Americans and the underserved.
Hello, I'm Valerie Thompson, President and CEO of the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City. Thank you for joining us today for this year's gala. It may be a little different, but we are still just as excited to gather together in honor of our supporters, our awardees, members, staff, and all of you here today. As you already know, our theme this year is Wake Up, Everybody. Thank you again for waking up, joining us, and being a part of the change we want to see. Over its 73-year history, the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City has promoted and championed equity and equality for African Americans, other minorities, and the poor in the Oklahoma City metropolitan area. As a United Way partner agency, the Urban League directly operates affordable housing programs, educational programs, workforce training, and poverty eliminating initiatives, which touch some 8,500 people annually. In Oklahoma, the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City is the agency that operates to eliminate the disparities that exist in the African American community. Disparities between minorities, especially African Americans and Caucasians in Oklahoma County, are evident. We see many gaps in areas that affect financial stability, economic mobility, and educational attainment and employment, and we work to close those gaps. High poverty neighborhoods can weigh down families trying to earn a living wage and raise children. High crime, low performing schools, and scarce job opportunities plague poor communities. These inequities hinder family struggles to improve their lives, and these disparities undermine the dream of equity in our city. The Urban League is committed to helping our community break the poverty cycle. We give children and their families the tools and the support they need to improve educational attainment. We offer job seekers access to employment opportunities, and we provide families and seniors in need access to affordable housing. Your gifts, your dollars to the Urban League are not only leveraged to provide a positive return on investment for Oklahoma City, your gifts improve thousands of lives each year. When individuals, corporations, foundation, and public funding sources are making tough choices, our supporters recognize that an investment in the Urban League is a sound investment. Friends of the Urban League, we are extremely grateful to each of you for your life-changing work and support. You have two very special opportunities to support the Urban League today. You can donate to the Urban League directly through our website, and you can purchase jewelry through kendrascott.com by entering the code GiveBack8735. By doing so, 20% of your purchase will benefit the Urban League. The Urban League has a 73-year history of serving our community. Each of you is a part of that history now. So wake up and embrace your role in empowering our community by helping the Urban League. Your generosity enables our efforts to ensure that every child is ready for college, work, and life. Every person has access to a job with a living wage and good benefits. And every family lives in safe, decent, affordable housing. And every person lives a healthier, longer life and contributes to the health of their family and their community. This year's gala may be an online event, but it's just as special as ever. I want to congratulate all of our award winners this year. Their contributions to this community and to our state are bright and shining examples of what it takes to make Oklahoma City a better place to live. Since we aren't gathered together to cheer, be sure you reach out to those you know and tell them thank you and great work. I also want to acknowledge and thank the Urban League Board of Directors who have joined me this year to give their time, their talents, and their treasures. Today is bittersweet as we thank two of our Urban League family members for completing their board terms. Together, we thank Kathy Blevins with Bank of America Merrill Lynch and Jabbar Shoemate for their years of service to the Urban League Board. In accordance with the Urban League bylaws, there can be no fewer than 15 directors and no more than 25 individuals on the Urban League Board of Directors. The Urban League currently has 24 Board of Directors. They are listed in the agency's annual report. I am now pleased to present to you the following board officers for the 2020-2021 fiscal year. They are Chair Aaron Wilcox with Cox Communications, Second Vice Chair Rich Kincaid with UPS, Treasurer James Mouton with OG&E, and Secretary Andre Caldwell with Ogletree Deacons. In this chaotic and trying year, it is our privilege to continue our mission. It is our honor to persevere against injustice. It is our ongoing struggle to break the cycle of poverty and prejudice that plagues our communities. And it is our continued hope to wake up, rise up, and make Oklahoma City a better place for all. To quote a song as meaningful today as it was in 1975, wake up, everybody. The world won't get any better if we just let it be. The world won't get any better. We got to change it. Yeah, just you and me. Thank you all.
Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking. Time for thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. There is so much hatred, war, and poverty.
And Dr. Thompson, thank you for that address, and thank you for your leadership here in OKC. So before we continue, this is a quick reminder. Stay tuned for our OKC Thunder raffle winner and for a special message here from the OKC Thunder, all of which will follow our final group of life members. Okay, so the Urban League's Community Convening and Social Justice Program provides education and advocacy on the barriers African Americans and other minorities and the impoverished face in employment, academic achievement, and housing, as well as connects clients to social service agencies that can address their unique barriers.
Oklahoma City is a great city, but like any city, there are disparities.
Some people that are not minorities do not understand that when we are stopped by the police, when we go to school, when we go to a hospital, it's a different experience.
It's hard when you have folks who say your life doesn't matter. It's hard when you're saying, I just want you to understand what my struggle is.
We see so much of a disconnect between communities that face challenges and those who hold real power in communities. But how can we come up with community-based solutions for some of the challenges that exist?
I've not heard our Blacks in Blue partnership between the Oklahoma City Police Department and the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City.
We are here at the Senior Summit at the Urban League.
We are hosting a community voters registration drive.
The Urban League here in Oklahoma City has always been the voice to educate. It's our job to help those understand that we still have racial issues in this country and we need to work together to solve those. Community Convening and Social Justice looks at policy issues and then educates the community at large on where we need to go.
What we try to do in community convening and social justice is we really focus on making sure that the community is planned with and not for. There should not be reforms for a community, but the input of the community isn't there.
The space that we're in today with racial injustice and social equity conversation is one that has been sort of past due for a long time. We have to be in a position to listen better, and that's why I'm so thankful that we have a relationship like we do with the Urban League.
I am grateful for all of the work that Urban League has done throughout the many decades. We will continue to do the work to ensure that we get equality and equity for our communities, and it happens through organizations like Urban League.
To those that support the mission of Urban League, thank you from the bottom of our heart. We appreciate all that you do.
Thank you for all the support. It allows me to give back to those students.
When you support the Urban League, your dollars are really helping us help families be successful.
Our supporters are wonderful. They really have, for 73 years, supported the Urban League, and I can really say it's for the generous donations that support us that really help the Oklahoma City community be a better place to live.
Now let's meet our final life members for 2020. Vanessa D. Thurman was educated in the Oklahoma City public school system. She attended the University of Central Oklahoma, where she earned a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice and a Master of Arts in Criminal Justice Administration and Management. Vanessa began her federal career as a United States probation officer for the Western District of Oklahoma in 1986. She worked with the Administrative Office of the U.S. Court in Washington, D.C. as a trainer and as a member of National Program Review Teams, which reviewed the practices and procedures of other United States probation offices throughout the United States, Puerto Rico, and Guam. In January 2004, federal judges under the leadership of then Chief Judge Robin J. Cawthron appointed Vanessa to be the Chief United States Probation Officer for the Western District of Oklahoma. She became the first African American and the first female to hold this position. In 2005, Vanessa was nominated by the Director of the Administrative Office of the United States Courts to serve on the Human Resource Advisory Council. This council reviews national policies and makes recommendations to the Judicial Resource Committee of the Judicial Conference. Working with U.S. Magistrate Judge Valerie Couch, the Western District of Oklahoma designed and implemented the Court-Assisted Recovery Effort, CARE, a drug court. This program began in April 2009 and was one of the first 20 reentry courts in the federal court system. Prior to her appointment as a probation officer, Vanessa was employed as the residential program director of the Oklahoma Halfway House Incorporated. She is a graduate and lifetime member of Leadership Oklahoma, a Diamond Life member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and a charter member of the Oklahoma Sooner City Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. In 2007, Vanessa was the first African American to be elected to the Board of Directors at Allegiance Credit Union. She currently serves as the Vice Chairman of the board. LaShan Wiley is the Manager of Benefits at Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores at Oklahoma City corporate offices, where she oversees the team that administers employee benefits in all operations. She helps recommend and implement benefit designs for the medical plan, administers the company's profit-sharing program for store managers, and other benefits. She is also a member of the Love's Employee Emergency Fund Committee, which is a financial resource that covers the costs of basic needs for employees who have suffered unexpected tragedies. LaShan graduated from the University of Central Oklahoma with a bachelor's in business administration and human resources management. Her volunteer experiences include the Regional Food Bank, Boys and Girls Club of Oklahoma City, and more. Corey Woodley is a native of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, a graduate of Northeast High School. Corey enlisted in the United States Air Force July 1990. During his tenure in the Air Force, Corey served in the capacity of firefighter, paralegal instructor, and law enforcement superintendent. He was honorably discharged from active duty January 1998 and retired from Air Force Reserves January 2012 as the Reserve Law Office Superintendent, Base Legal Office, Joint Base Lewis McChord, Tacoma, Washington. Corey has been employed by the Federal Aviation Administration since 1998 as a legal instrument examiner, supervisor and management and program analyst for the Civil Aviation Registry. He earned a Bachelor of Science, General Studies with a minor in English from University of Central Oklahoma. Corey believes empowerment comes with preparation and engagement. He has been an active member of the Urban League's auxiliary since the inception of the Young Professionals chapter in 2000. At the affiliate level, he's held the position of membership chair, treasurer, and president. He also served on the program's committee for the National Urban League Young Professionals. Corey was responsible for spearheading the relaunch of the Urban League Guild in 2019. Corey has set an example of leadership, commitment, and dedication by ensuring Christmas programs like Adopt a Family continue and forge partnerships and friendships that galvanizes the Dream Team's excellence every summer during Back to School Bash. Corey and his wife Nicole reside in Oklahoma City, and they have 2 adult children, Corey Jr. and Kristen, a handsome grandson named Carter, and a beautiful granddaughter. Congratulations to all of this year's Life members. Learn more about our Life members in the 2020 annual report.
So we've all been keeping an eye on the 2020 NBA playoffs, but there's no doubt that this NBA season is bigger than basketball. In the wake of the deaths of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, NBA players and other athletes have been vocal in their calls for social justice as America reckons with racism and the deaths of Black Americans at the hands of police. On Wednesday, August 26, 2020, the NBA players took another stand by boycotting in protest of a police shooting in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and causing athletes to halt play around the nation. We are pleased to have Thunder TV broadcaster Michael Cage to share his thoughts with us.
Thank you so much for having me here. Urban League of Oklahoma City. Hi, I'm Michael Cage, as he just said, Oklahoma City Thunder broadcaster for the past 6 years, former NBA player for 15 seasons with various teams. It is a pleasure to be here and certainly an honor to be able to speak to you. Congratulations for another terrific year of being out and about in our community, making a change. I grew up in a small town just outside of Memphis, Tennessee, in West Memphis, Arkansas. So I understand the importance of social justice. I understand the importance of equality for all. I'll never forget such polarizing moments in my life where when I was 8 miles away, when my mom walked into the room and told me these words I'll never forget, "They got him." And I said, "Mom, they got who?" She said, "Martin Luther King was just assassinated." And I was 6 years old, and it certainly resonated with me. And I couldn't help but think about all of the wonderful things that civil rights leaders, there are so many that have come after Martin Luther King, and so many organizations that are out there on the front line who a lot of times we forget about, a lot of times that we don't say thank you. You're certainly one of them. You started back in 1918, which is an amazing run in which you fought for equality, you fought for social justice, so that kids like myself from a little small town in Arkansas cannot stop at such a polarizing moment in the history of this country, such as the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King, that I can continue on with my dream of being a professional basketball player one day, a student athlete in college, which was really important to my family, and then to continue after basketball in broadcasting, out in the community, things that I believe in that have an impact on young people's lives. So your programs have made it possible for young dreamers like myself to get this far in his life, and we still have a lot more work to do. I'm here to say thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of my dream. And I've never gotten a chance to say thank you to organizations like yourself. Today, tonight, I do. So thank you. Now, with that being said, it's so much is going on in our community today. You look at the COVID-19 situation, the pandemic, the riots, the racial riots that were going on as a result of the injustice. You certainly can get really confused. You can get almost discouraged by what's happened so much so fast. And really, it's been happening, but organizations like yourself have made sure that we get a hold of this, that we have some kind of hope, we have some kind of push forward to be able to fight this and to be able to come together not black, not brown, but all people. And I think that's really important for us to realize that we're all in this together, just like the pandemic that's going on. We can't do it without each other. And, in the words of Bill Russell, he once said, who's, a great former NBA player and now civil rights leader who marched alongside of Martin Luther King at one time. He once said that, until justice is for all, we're all not free. And I didn't understand those kind of words when I was younger, but as I got older, they start to resonate with me. And when there's programs like yourself, the Urban League, and especially the Urban League of Oklahoma City, I want to say thank you. Continue to fight, continue to push ahead, to help, reach people that don't understand some of the rights that are free, that are available to them, such as the voting rights. And your partnership with the Oklahoma City Thunder is so important out there in our community in getting the word out for all to register. And not only register, but to actually go and vote. And if you haven't, go do it. If you know someone, talk to them. One word, small groups, get that word out. I think it's wonderful. It's something that's been a big part of my life, being able to use my voice in that way. We all, like I said, we're all in this together. Well, this is one way we all push together. And I think that this initiative that the Oklahoma City Thunder and the relationship that they partnered with you is a powerful tool to get out in the community and reach our young people, reach our middle-aged people. I don't know where I belong, but I'm somewhere in the middle. Let's just say that for now, okay? But to be able to get them to use their voice in that way, to be able to get out and vote, and I think it's really important to approach this, certainly in our community here in Oklahoma City. So with that being said, thank you very much, and congratulations. And please continue to forge ahead and be the pioneers out in our communities for a lot of political, social issues. God bless you. May He keep you. I will see you soon. Thank you.
All right, for those of you who have stayed with us, your commitment here is about to pay off. It's time to announce our raffle winners for this afternoon, and today's big prize is a signed Thunder basketball. It doesn't get any better than that. So I have a whole bucket of names here. Let's shake this around, close my eyes. Don't want to be accused of cheating here, and I'm gonna grab one from the bucket. We have a name, and it is Chelsea McKnight, the winner of today's basketball. Chelsea, congratulations. The Urban League will be in contact with you so you can pick up your prize here. Make sure you get it before I do, because I'll grab that here on the way out. Just kidding. It's all yours. Congratulations. That is an awesome prize there. So on behalf of the Urban League board, staff, and volunteers, thank you so much for joining the Urban League for our 73rd annual gala. We do hope that you enjoyed our virtual event here, a little bit different this year because of the pandemic, but hey, we made it work here. Remember, you can support us today by donating to the Urban League at our website, urbanleague.com, and also by purchasing from Kendra Scott by entering the code GIVEBACK8735. Remember, they have that Urban League jewelry there. Also, remember to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as well, all the social media platforms. Everybody out there, stay safe, stay socially distanced, mask up. Remember, we're all in this together. Hopefully, you'll join us again in 2021 for next year's gala. Have a great afternoon, everybody.